A fourth madrasa was demolished in Assam, this time by locals. Confusion in Meghalaya BJP over its alliance with the NPP and the Kushiyara River pact's significance for the Northeast. I'm Angana Chakrabarti and I will tell you the biggest news developments from the Northeast this week. A controversy erupted following a security breach at a Ganesh Utsav festival in Telangana's capital city of Hyderabad, where Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma was present. A man wearing a pink scarf went on top of the stage before Sarma was going to address the public. The man then tried to heckle the CM and snatch away the mic while a Bhagya Nagar Utsav committee member was addressing the crowd. Then, as he was being frisked away by police personnel and others on stage, he raised a Jai KCR slogan. The Telangana Rashtra Samiti, however, has maintained that there has been no breach, with its national spokesperson Krishank Manne claiming that Sharma had made political and provocative statements that had hurt the sentiments of the people of Telangana. The Assam CM had attacked his Telangana counterpart K. Chandrasekhar Rao, saying that only one family was prosperous in the state.
मैंने यही आपको बताया ना, जो उनका साथ मेरा जो 30 सेकंड का बातचीत हुआ, उससे मेरा यही लगता है कि ये तो एक उनको बोला गया था कि आप ऊपर जाइए ऐसा पूछिए, लेकिन उनको मालूम नहीं था कि तब तक मैं बोलना शुरू ही नहीं किया था। वो बात काल में टीवी में भी देख रहा था कि क्यों तेलंगाना में सीएम का खिलाफ बोला। अरे मैंने तो एक शब्द भी नहीं बोला तब तक, उसका बाद मैंने जरूर बोला।
In Assam, a fourth madrasa was demolished in the Gwalpara district, but this time police have said it was locals who brought down the madrasa over allegations that its premises were being used by two Bangladeshi nationals suspected to be linked with terror outfits. Aminul Islam and Jahangir Aloma, suspected to be members of an Al-Qaeda affiliated outfit and had taught at the madrasa located in the Pakyawara Char area between 2020 and 2022. According to news reports, the two are currently on the run. On Tuesday, Assam police shared a video in which locals of the area were seen taking down the madrasa. Earlier this year, the Assam government had begun a crackdown on people suspected to have links with radical Islamic groups, the Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent and the Ansarullah Bangla team. Now, on Sunday, Assam's Director General of Police, Bhaskar Jyoti Mohanto, met representatives of several Islamic organizations and sought their support in this crackdown. In a press conference which followed, the DGP said that he has also asked these organizations to upload rules online for the thousands of privately run madrasas. Meanwhile, in other big news, there is an ongoing tussle between the Tamil Nadu and the Assam governments over a captive elephant by the name of Joymala. The dispute was triggered when a video went viral in which Joymala, known as Joymala in Tamil Nadu, can be seen being beaten while chained to the floor of a government-managed temple in Tamil Nadu. The video was tweeted by PETA on the 26th of August this year, and since then there has been a campaign for Joymala's release, which saw celebrities like Raveena Tandon, Madhuri Dixit and Papon also rallying for the cause. So last week, a 4-member team constituted by the Assam government arrived in Chennai to inspect the elephant's condition, but according to Dr. Kushal Kharma, a professor at the College of Veterinary Science in Assam, who was a part of the team, the 4 members were told by the Tamil Nadu government to return to Assam as the matter had become an emotional point for the state. When this message was relayed to the Assam government, the team was told to stay put in Chennai, and now, according to reports, the Assam government is mulling on whether to take legal action against the Tamil Nadu government for the elephant's release. Also in Arunachal Pradesh, the government has decided to cancel scheduled tribe certificates for children born to tribal women who are married to non-tribals. The announcement was made earlier this week by Arunachal Pradesh Minister for Social Justice, Empowerment and Tribal Affairs, Alolibang, during the ongoing session of the State Assembly. The change in the rules for the issuance of the ST certificate has particularly been a long-standing demand of the Arunachal Pradesh Students' Union. Also, in case you've noticed the change in backdrop, I'm currently in the state of Meghalaya tracking the recent political developments in the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance. So here's the latest. Confusion continues to prevail in the Meghalaya BJP over whether the party should pull out of the National People's Party-led alliance. Relations between the NPP and the BJP have been fraught lately, with the latter often taking digs at its partner over alleged corruption charges. Ties between NPP and BJP started worsening further in July after Meghalaya police arrested state BJP Vice President Bernard Marak on allegations that his farmhouse in Tura in the Garo Hills had been converted into a brothel. At the time, the BJP state president Ernest Mauri had lashed out at the Conrad Sangma government, saying that the move had been a political vendetta against Marak. So last week, the BJP state in charge Chuba Ao, following the National General Secretary BL Santosh's visit to Meghalaya, told reporters that the party was on course for an exit from the MDA, and its two MLAs, Sanbor Shula and AL Hek, have also come on board. But on Monday, a statement by Sanbor Shula indicated that all might not be well even within the Meghalaya BJP. Going back on what Ao said, Shulai was of the opinion that the party will be sticking with the ruling coalition and instead its focus should be on winning more seats in the upcoming 2023 assembly polls. And finally, India and Bangladesh signed a treaty to share the water of the Kushiyara River, seen as a key transboundary river between the two countries. The treaty was signed during Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina's visit to India. Following the signing, PM Modi in his press statement said that the water sharing pact will stand to benefit southern Assam in India and the Sylhet region in Bangladesh. I spoke to Guwahati-based independent researcher Dr. Mirza Zulfiqur Rahman to understand more about this pact and how it stands to particularly impact the Northeast.
It has been traditionally quite a river which is seen as cooperative, in a sense, because a lot of trade is happening between India and Bangladesh, bilateral trade through the river system. And it has been going on for several years now, but now the necessity of having agreement, which is also an interim agreement at the moment, on basically data sharing between the two countries on the river system, and also basically towards development of the inland water navigation in a much more robust manner. If you look at the whole kind of a perspective, I believe that the transit, trade and transit is one of main concern, and the over dependence on the Siliguri corridor, I think, has also come into stark contrast in recent times because of the contestations after Doklam incident happened. So, strategically, I think exploring alternative routes for trade and transit, connecting Northeast India apart from the Siliguri corridor makes much more sense. And in the larger perspective of inland water navigation in the larger region, this forms a very critical link in terms of how Northeast India is then connected, because somehow we always see Northeast India as being kind of aloof from the mainland India in terms of connectivity, but I think this will strengthen the connectivity process and also bring in a much more multimodal, in a sense, which also includes inland navigation plus road-based connectivity and railway connectivity.